Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my last full week of summer break because teachers start next week. So I just wanted to jump on here and make a quick video about what our school's plan is because I've been getting lots of questions on Instagram about what the school's plan is, what my plan is, and just all the things. So I'm going to tell you what our school decided, and then I'm going to answer any questions that you guys posted for me on Instagram just about like my actual classroom and maybe things that other teachers aren't doing that I'm doing. But let's get started. Actually, before we get started, I have to run one errand because I saw this on Facebook and it was too good not to go. But if you live in Cincinnati, P&G and Matthew 25 Ministries is partnering up, I guess, and they are giving away like teacher care packages and student care packages. It's got just like masks, sanitizers, stuff like that, like cleaning things, but I need that because a lot of my students don't really bring in supplies and I don't know what the school's gonna give us. So I'm gonna jump in my car and drive over there. I'll show you guys what they give us in a little kit or whatever, but I'm very excited for that. I'm very grateful because that's one less thing that I have to buy. So I just stopped and got this little kit, and this is what it looks like. It has a face shield in it, a face mask in it, some disposable masks, some hand sanitizer, some pens, some soap, just a bunch of random stuff. But I'm kind of excited about the face shield because I feel like wearing a mask this year is just not gonna work. I mean, the kids have to be able to read lips. Oh wow, there's like 4. Or maybe you're supposed to just like reuse them, I don't know. I think this goes over your head like this. Oh, I guess I should put the face shield part on first. I don't know, I've never worn one of these. I have tons of masks. I don't know. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. So I guess the other ones are just like in case you break one or something, because I think you can just wipe them down. Wow. The kids are gonna be like, what the heck? All right, and then they gave us some of these. And then this looks like just a normal mask. It says something on it, Matthew 25 Ministries. Oh, this is a nice one. Yeah, that's really nice. Oh yeah, perfect. And then 1 bar of soap. I think it's just, that actually smells really good. It's because it's a P&G brand, some Purell, and some pens. Not too bad. And then next door to it was a Dollar Tree. So I ended up spending like $30 at Dollar Tree. But I finally found something I've been looking for my makerspace this year. I have a cool idea, but I needed these neon Legos and I couldn't find them anywhere. I thought maybe like they were just a spring thing, but I finally found a Dollar Tree that had like a secret stash of them. They were like hidden underneath in a box. So I bought like 10 bags of those, and then I bought some white t-shirts because I would really like to tie-dye with my kids this year, and the shirts were only $1, so like why not, right? I bought like 8 of them maybe, and then some other random miscellaneous things. Okay, so first things first, this is what my district decided. They decided this a couple weeks ago, so I feel like maybe it'll change, but I hope it doesn't because I like it. There's 2 options. Parents can either send their kid to school like normal, or you can do it online. But they are making it very clear that it's gonna be a little bit different than the spring and things will be mandatory. So if you don't turn in your work, like you're gonna fail the grade. Because in the spring, obviously a lot of our kids didn't have computers or didn't have Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But since our district is now supplying them, you know, with computers, and they're trying to set up Wi-Fi all over the town. So basically it's gonna be different. Like you can't just sit at home and do nothing. You have to do the work either way. So hopefully a lot of kids will choose to come back to school because I don't know that they would get too much work done at home. But right now I talked to one of our administrators the other day, and he said for our grade, for 3rd grade, only 8 kids have turned it in so far, and 3 are online and 5 are in person. And he said that's kind of like the ratio that the whole school's been getting back. So I don't really know how that's gonna go, but I miss my kids and I would like to be back in the classroom. Obviously when we are back in the classroom, it's gonna look way different. So first of all, I will have to spread out my desks, and I have tables, So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the two ends of the tables. Obviously that's not 6 feet, but it's like 4 feet. And they said, if you can't do 6 feet, try your best, but at least it has to be 3 feet. So what I'm gonna do is I have 4 tables, so that's 8 seats right there. And then last school year, in the spring, I brought in these long tables that I made, but the kids didn't even get to use them yet because it was right when quarantine happened. So they're like long tables that I made from like whiteboard and wood and IKEA legs. I have 3 of those, so I put one against the front wall, one against the side wall, and one against the back wall, and they each have 2 stools at them, and they're really long, so like they're, I would say probably 4 or 5 feet away from each other. So that's 6 seats. So 8 plus 6 is, well, it's always so hard to do math on the spot, but that's 14. And then I have a kidney table, so I can have at least 1 or 2 kids there. And I don't know, I guess we're just gonna figure it out. But last year I had, what, 15 or 16 kids in each class, and I'm looping with the same grade. And obviously some come and go, but I feel like I won't have any more than 14 kids in my classroom if some do it online. All the teachers are required to wear masks, and I even probably will wear that face shield just because I feel like it will do better. I don't know, maybe you have to wear both. But also 3rd grade and up, I think at our school has to wear masks. And then another thing that's different from last year is I have a teaching partner, Rachel, and she teaches ELA and social studies. I teach math and science. And instead of letting the kids switch rooms, the teachers are just gonna switch rooms. So in the morning, I'll teach my first class of math and science, and then that'll be in my room. And then in the afternoon, I'll switch to Rachel's room. That way the kids aren't touching like the desk and the material and everything that the other kids are touching in the morning. So that's kind of nice, but it's definitely gonna be hard for the teachers. I mean, you have to have like everything you need for the afternoon ready to go. But I guess what we're gonna do is, I got these bins from Dollar Tree. I already have a ton of blue ones at school, and these look hot pink on the camera, but they're actually like a really pretty coral color. So I think what I'm gonna do is just have all the kids' stuff in it. So like everything they need for math, science, ELA, and social studies, all in obviously my room for my morning kids. And then I'll just have to work with Rachel to make sure that the afternoon kids have everything they need in theirs for my class, and then in my class they have everything they need for her class. So it's gonna be a hot mess at first, but I think it'll be fine once we get going. They also made it pretty clear that most of it should be online. So they want the kids at home to get the same lessons and experience that the kids at school are getting, which will be a little difficult because obviously they're not in the room to get all the lessons. But basically we made Google Classrooms because we didn't use that last year, well, at least not in 3rd grade or 2nd grade, we didn't. So this summer Rachel and I got Google certified. That was a long test, by the way, but I think it was worth it because I learned a lot. So we made Google Classrooms, and we'll post assignments, we'll post videos and all that stuff, so that way the kids at home on their Chromebooks are getting the same instruction and same assignments that the kids at school are getting. And then the kids at school are basically just doing it under our supervision. So they have to be 6 feet away from each other. They're supposed to stay in their seat the whole time, like you're not supposed to be moving around or whatnot. And then this is what kind of made me laugh, is we are gonna have a teacher box. So I guess there'll be like tape on the floor in an area, and I'm basically like teaching from that box. Like they don't want us like walking around to all the kids, which makes sense, I get it. Like then you're just passing germs from kid to kid, I guess, or to yourself. But I just can't even like wrap my head around that. It's gonna be so weird. Okay, I'm gonna answer some of the questions that you guys asked me on Instagram now. The first one says, how are you doing flexible seating when students need to social distance? So obviously, yes, this kind of sucks, but my flexible seating before wasn't like super crazy. I just have different kinds of seats around the room, so they can still kind of pick which type of seat they want. They'll just have to stick with it for a longer period of time, and then I can always like wipe them down and let them switch. But I definitely am gonna miss my carpet. I think I'm just gonna roll up my carpet and put it away for the year because they're not even gonna be allowed to sit on it, and it's just kind of a waste of space. Next question, how are you doing Meet the Teacher night? So our back to school night got canceled in person, but I'm sure if you are on Instagram, you've seen all the like little teacher videos and tutorials. I might try and make something like that, but also I'm just feeling very lazy and I don't know if the parents would even click on it. So maybe we'll do like a Zoom or something, back to school Zoom, I don't know. What will your classroom seating look like? Okay, I kind of already covered that. I would like a tour. You will definitely get a tour once I set up the classroom, but unfortunately we're not allowed in there yet. What are you doing for STEM bins? That question was asked twice, and this makes me so sad. I honestly don't even know if we're going to be allowed to use them this year. So sad. But what I did do was, this is also for like a math lesson because I use Legos all the time for math, but I used these little bins from Michael's, and then I got these little Legos from Dollar Tree, and I made each kid a bin of Legos. Obviously it's not a ton in there, but it would be cool if, you know, they could just fidget with it if they finish something early. But these will also be used for math, so that's the reason I did that. If you have less than 20 students, it will cost you like $20 just to get all the Legos. You don't have to get these fancy containers. You can use the Ziploc bags, but I just already had these containers that I never used for anything, so it ended up being perfect. This one says supplies question mark, and girl, yes. I have no idea. So obviously each kid is supposed to have their own supplies. I'm not spending money on all that, and my kids rarely bring in supplies, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an Amazon wish list and kind of put it out on Facebook, which a lot of people are like, that's so awkward, I hate asking people for things, but I don't know how else to do it, and I'm not spending money on it myself, so I can share with you guys what I put on there. But basically I asked for like a pencil pouch for each kid, crayons, markers, glue sticks. I have scissors at school. I asked for a new pencil sharpener because mine's kind of on its last leg. What else? I don't even remember. Oh, I asked for some multicultural paper, like the different shades of skin color, and crayons. I don't know, but I tried to keep it very small and only ask for things that I actually need, because then hopefully everything will get bought on it. I know this all seems crazy, but I am very excited to get back in my classroom. I do not want to teach from home. If maybe we do go virtual for the first few weeks, I can handle it, but I would much rather be in the classroom. Even if it sounds crazy with all these challenges, I would much rather face them than have to teach online. I would love to hear what your school's doing, so comment below and tell me all your ideas. Tell me if you have any ideas about anything I said, and stay tuned for my classroom setup videos because those are going to come super soon. I cannot wait until I get the email to get back in my classroom, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss those videos, and I will see you guys next time.